Alright, let's go ahead and get to the bottom of this. What do you think?
Sure thing, Inspector.
Oh. What do you think, kid?
When I was living in the back base, we used to get into these arguments. Who was the faster shot? Halcyon Helen or the masked Marketeer? I was always in the Marketeer's camp. But I just didn't want to admit I was a fan of Helen's.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, boss?
Alright. Probably don't want to know. Okay, how did we get in here? We didn't take the elevator. Alright, let's go see her. Oh Lord. Got these people brainwashed. Hello?
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
Lost my nerve. I understand those words individually, but not together.
You're rather unflappable, aren't you? I wish I were like that. Instead, I'm tense enough even when I don't have a dozen people not doing what I paid them to do. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else. Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. Trails brought me here.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it.
Go on.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug. And evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
What makes you say the reserve rightfully belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas. Due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
Okay. I don't think I understand why you need my help. Can't your hunters handle one old man?
I would have thought so too,
What?
but I sent my scouts out ages ago and none have yet returned. The old man's certainly too senile to be a threat, but it's possible Slug put him under guard. You're not recognizably with Rizzo's, thus it shall be easier for you to get close.
Alright, I'll see if I can solve this situation non-violently.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods. Exactly where, I'm not certain. Best of luck.
Right. Lives out in the woods. Alright, we'll come back for her. Lives out in the woods. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so where's this guy at? So supposed to be somewhere over there, out in the woods. There's a bunch of monsters out here. Oh. Get the chewing on.
Don't mess with the best.
Down on breath, kid. Yeah, your hunters will never make it out here. Seems like we've already been out here. What the hell is that? Yep. My chew gun won't do you.
Good boss. Try another weapon.
Wow. One will chew.
Getting through.
That son of a bitch was chewing on me. All right. Damn it all.
That's the last of him!
We're still breathing? Can't figure it out what went wrong. The weapons didn't seem to have the same bite. Refer back to supernova. Get the drone on him!
You're getting through. We're alive.
My ass. Shit. My weapon ain't getting through. I am. Weapon's not to chew.
Everyone all right?
Everyone still breathing? We're surrounded by a horde of mantisauruses. Damn it. get some, fool.
Just on the show. Try another weapon.
Oh,
You pass that armor. That had to hurt.
Getting through. I love a quick fight.
shoot every monster as soon as hell. They're all running screwed up. Monsters in the place.
Caliban the Heartless. Wish I'd thought of that. Would have made a nice pirate name.
Alright, Hermit's Crab. Yeah, you're gonna be handing over that deed.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want.
Then hand it over.
Well, you ain't getting it.
Unlike your tone.
Oh, please do forgive me for not being friendly to every breadworm trying to kick me off my land.
Their harness giving
Damn
trouble.
straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but I'm old. I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but it's mighty agitating.
Oh, you're that old man. Yes, I'm with the hunters. I'm here to collect your land grant.
Ah, I knew it! You'd quit asking if you know what's good for you.
I think we can come to some sort of agreement, right?
Ha! Think me a blame fool? I know a corporate greaser when I see one. You people only understand one thing. Force. Well, I sure as hell have got force!
Don't do
Carl!
it.
Come here!
I didn't know primals could be pets. This changes everything.
Now, what is it you were saying?
Well, I'm not going
I
anywhere.
should have stopped you, and I'm not going anywhere. Ellie, get him!
Now it's done!
Shoot you. My business, bitch. You just gave it up, fool. You just gave it up, kid. time for that. Got some big ass monsters. She's just giving up. You know, monster from hell. Shit. Think about it next time, kid. How many bodies you got buried out here, kid? See if you had a little girl, but you talk about some sort of monster, kid. Say those hunters are trying to steal something. Descendant Queen. Right. A lot of loot in here, kid. Hit the road, kid. Caliban, the heartless beast. Give me a pet out of that thing. This Caliban was keeping all these monsters off him. So much loot on me, I can't walk right now. Too much loot on me. Turns Victoria. All right. It's going the wrong way for some reason. Dying or what? Look at the shotgun. Shotgun.
All right.
They're gonna miss the shotgun. Shotgun. All right. I thought I heard those wasps. Or those things. Let's get some chewing on. Let's get the chewing. Picked up a nice tall tossball card. This freaking island. Infested with these things. What the hell is over here? My ass ain't working. Want to download working?
Perfection.
Absolutely. What's in here? This place is infested, man. Abandoned restaurant. Yeah, having those mantisaurs. Yeah. So they definitely couldn't have a functioning restaurant here because they got mantisaurs everywhere. Starting to eat the guest up. Where are we?
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander.
Okay.
You return. I hope you bring news.
Target's been dealt with permanently.
Oh, thanks the law. And you brought the land deed. To say you were more capable than the hunters I hired would be a vast understatement.
Well.
I hope there were no complications.
Any chance you want to buy an organ?
My law, that's the largest heart I've ever seen. It's disgusting. Get it away. It seems you really did run into your share of difficulty. I've no interest in that horrid thing. Keep it as a curio or sell it to a meat vendor.
Fine.
Rizzo's thanks you for your efforts to allow us to regain what is rightfully ours. Here is your reward.
Wow. Okay. Hey, anything else?
Thanks again for all your help.
I guess we're out of here. We've gained 8 billion thingamajiggas. Wow. Okay, so I still gotta work on my hacking skills. I gotta get this up to 90. I've gotta get into that one improvisation. No. Use something to help me hack a little better. That'd be lovely. Penetrating shots. I think I've gotten all the hack perks there are. Running gun. Thunder. Speed demon. Hoarder. That's useful. And per point. Soliloquy. No. Something help me hack a little better. Let's look at that. Seems like I'm always carrying too much stuff. Okay. Need to go see her.
Incoming! Don't mess with us.
Stand your ground!
We're good.
Boss!
Nice work, guys.
Now that was fun!
Some bitches came back. Alright. Pseudo-feral forest. Alright, let's go see her. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's
you're
Private
her
Prosperity
assistant.
Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced.
Okay.
Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
And what can you tell me about the retreat, Elie?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential.
Okay.
Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away.
Out. I think I'll...
And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Okay. So, do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges.
What?
She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon.
That's really...
Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
Okay, sound a little bit, skeptical, my friend.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Okay, so, well, I was hired to investigate the Halcyon Helen murder. I'm going to ask you a few more questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The Prophet has some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrich?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high-profile, not had-profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Okay, let me ask you another question. She had some sort of feud with her, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Okay, who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Oh, I see. Okay, so let me ask you another question. Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Okay, so where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That would be no.
Certainly.
Okay, goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Right. Alright. You're sure it was the body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Okay, I'll look into it. Yeah, that was that body. Okay, so it's a good thing we did a little investigating.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Well, Amplifier, how would these most likely be
Prior
used?
analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Alright, can you analyze the chemicals these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Alright, make a note of it. Let's move on. No, that wasn't bizarre at all.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Of course.
I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
So how do you know I'm an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Didn't Halcyon and Helen say you're a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In
Right.
fact, she quite recently... Ah, excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding.
Right. I've been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Free? Sure, I'll hear it.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
So in order to be productive, I need to suffer?
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's
insane.
my patented method.
Yeah, you're insane. I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
Nothing there, but by its portion, I'd say a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and
Sneaky
confusing
son
your
of a
sense of
bitch.
justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
That's all for now. You're lying. I gotta look around here some more. Where's that body at? This in chapter 1. Yeah, she's a sneaky son of a... I gotta find where she hid that body at.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner negativity seeping out of me. Breathe
Really?
deep the fumes of revelation.
Right. I'm gonna pass you, okay?
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed.
Right. Should read this here removed. Oh, bounce. Okay, from Ruth Bellamy. Track down the prophet, confront the prophet. I walked away with my agent, and they told me that what I said about your seminars, regarding not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping if you got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. From Lee Whitaker. Wanted to ask you how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Excuse me. Hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun. For the law's sake, make sure keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send someone to the club horse, kill them. From your devoted attendees, profit. The other attendees of tripling profits through transcendentalism, and I have reconvened. We're all agreed that seminars are simply top notch. We see a 0.5% increase in each of our business and total profits since we attended your seminar. Of course, the price of materials, shipping, and other costs of volatility boils down to more of 0.1% increase, but on increases and increase. If you ever desire to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you round drinks. Thanks. We certainly have the bits for it. Gotcha, kid. Alright, got my thinking cap on. Actually, oh, we're good. Profit. Got a couple more questions I need to ask you. Yeah. So she came out here and visited you, huh? Hey.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
You said you had no further interactions with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Really? So no messages from her or anything like that?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal.
And?
Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
That's a lie. They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
sure Helen was dead.
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak.
The wilderness. You didn't dump her body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
No fooling. Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Well, that's an awful way to kill someone, too. Well, actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen, but you did overdose her.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Look, if Helen's body wasn't there when you left it, she must have wakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
So you just want to be guilty. Okay. Halcyon Helen's body was found at Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a
Catch
lie.
you in a deeper lie.
Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
I already know all your secrets, you silly little bit. The only thing you did is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Well, you didn't kill her, so I'm not going to tell him that. You have to... You're up the wall. I'm not getting the constable to fall asleep.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison.
Well,
is that so wrong?
Well, looks like you're in charge now.
Welcome back. I hope you have been keeping positive and productive. How may I help you balance your humors today?
Never mind. You're as much gone as she is. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Oh boy. Yeah, it was that fool, her co-star, whatever his name is. He got a, he had them order a plasma rifle for him. shotgun, fool. Have a face full of shotgun, fool. Alright. That was exciting. Right. Okay, let's head back. Which way are we going?
Candy?
Here they come! Tough. Score one for Felix.
Score one for Felix. Score one for Jace Ryder, the stranger. Go ahead and use this. Hello.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
What's he doing? Looks like I can't get out that way.
It's Hunter. Hunter. Sakes alive, people these days have no respect for corporate name change.
Right. Easy views. So where in the heck is the ground? Seems like a very ridiculous idea.
Here we go. Mess with us.
Love a good brawl. Looks like we're doing this.
Those are the things they infested with this and nasty juice. They infested them with that host. That parasite. All right. Yeah, they infested them. These things. That's That's why they call them greasiest. Because they got that, whatever, that EG in them. The only place I haven't been is to that factory where they're making that filth. I don't even think anything's gonna happen to them. Salt tuna additives. Auntie Cleo's letting monsters loose. Who knows where that stuff comes from? Brown, drink it down.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
That's what I thought.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Was he trying to spell the name of her killer?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
B. Could it stand for anything like Spectrum Brown?
Now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
I was wondering about that. Before we arrived, I heard something on the aether waves about Black Hole Birdie taken up at the Grand Colonial.
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database. B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Alright.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. What? Let's ask him about that.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I thought the penthouse was being cleaned for my stay. What's a pigsty?
Oh, my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly unacceptable. Allow me to check the service records. Ah, yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except for the evidence, which is all of Helen's stuff.
I need to access the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
Let's give her some money. Looks like you dropped these.
Oh, how careless of me. Actually, that's not the only way I was careless. I just remembered you have VIP access rights. As a special guest of Slug.
Wonderful.
Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Wonderful. She could use the money. No reason to strong armor. Not give her some money.